Libra rising is transiting your 9th house, and you're definitely going to feel disconnected from understanding other people's belief systems and religions and ways of thinking, and other people might not understand yours as much. All right, so let's see, Libra rising. All right, so you have the 5 of Cups, Libra rising. The 5 of Cups, so you could face at this time some regrets, some disappointments, some losses that you're reflecting on from the past, or it could be your present. But yeah, just this energy really of grief and loss and disappointment of how certain things have unfolded in your life. That's what you could face, which is normal. Don't be afraid of it. All right, Virgo rising in the 10th. Virgo rising, if you have Virgo rising, Venus is retrograding in your 10th house. All right, so the house of really about work and bosses and things like that. So if you have this in your 10th house, you are going to feel more self-conscious about your work, or you might not feel as confident in your work. Okay, this is also a house of recognition. So you might have a loss in recognition, or be careful about bosses or people who are trying to take advantage of you in regards to the field that you're in, the work that you do. All right, but first you're gonna be feeling maybe not as confident in your work, feeling maybe there's more competition in regards to your work. This could also be Virgo sun, but like I said, all of these you can apply them to your sun or rising, but try to focus just on your rising for this video, but it could still resonate. So yeah, you're gonna feel more self-conscious in work. You might feel more like people are trying to take advantage of you in work, and you're not going to be getting as much recognition for your talents and your crafts as you want, or it's not going to feel like you are if you have Virgo rising at this time. Venus retrograde, I didn't even say when that starts. The World card in reverse. Yeah, you're going to feel like you can't really expand or go as global as you want with your work. You can't really, you know, get out there, get your message out there. You have the World card in reverse. So there's going to be like this feeling of incompletion when it comes to your work and your goals. Like you can't reach full harmony, or things can't come full circle for you, Virgo rising or sun. But yeah, I think the retrograde starts like, I can't remember. I'll put it like when I post this video. It's like May something, but it's coming up. It's like in a month. All right, so we're in the shadow period of it already, of Venus retrograde. So some of this might have already started happening. All right, so that's if you're a Virgo rising. Next, if you're a Leo in the 11th house, your house of friendships and relationships and working in groups, group affairs, group efforts. So if you have Leo in the 10th house, your friendships will be a little bit more challenging than usual. You might not feel as connected to your friend group. Kind of like in what did I say this? Well, it's kind of like the Gemini rising a little bit, but not really. So you have your friendships will be challenged, working in groups will be hard, but this is your house of social media, so do your best not to you might not feel as good in groups, because you know Leo is a sign that does like to socialize and likes to be in large groups sometimes, and connect with a lot of other people, or maybe be the center of attention. So if this is normally you, you're not going to feel like that during this time. Most likely you're going to feel like you don't really want to be in the spotlight as much, or you don't really want to, you don't have the energy, or you don't really feel like being around other people or connecting with other people. You just want to do your own thing. You want to work solo or stuff like that. So that's how you could be definitely feeling during this transit. Or just less social, or you want to use social media less, okay, because this is also the house of social media. So you might not be feeling like using social media, or this is a time if you want to take a social media hiatus or a break during this retrograde. This is the perfect time to do that. All right, it's the perfect time to kind of disconnect from people, friends and stuff like that, or just tell them like, hey, I'm not feeling like being a social at this time. I think I need like some time. I'll come back around. That's going to be how you're feeling. Leo rising. Could be Leo sun. I'm going to just keep reiterating that. All right, Leo. So if it's transiting in your 11th house, Venus retrograde for Leo risings, please. I knew the strength card was going to come out. So this is you, Strength card with the Leo. The energy is strong up in here. They are listening here. My angels are right beside me. So yeah, Strength card in reverse though. So you're not going to be feeling like being as social. It fell out with the Page of Cups in reverse. So you're definitely not going to be feeling like you're in your element. You're not going to be feeling like being as emotionally invested or emotionally involved in other people and situations. You might be a little emotionally unavailable, not feeling the most courageous and social, like I said. So that's pretty obvious how that affects you guys. All right, last but certainly not least, we have Cancer rising in the 12th house. It's transiting your 12th house. This might be a little bit harsher on you guys as well. So you and, you, Capricorn, and Sagittarius might get hit the hardest with this Venus retrograde. That's not anything to be afraid of. It's all for your highest good. But yeah, so Cancer, if you have Cancer rising in the 12th house, you might find yourself in some type of karmic situation. All right, like reliving certain things that have already occurred in your life or in your past life to be healed, or finding you have strange dreams about people from your past, or strange situations just recurring, or deja vu moments, or the past might actually return. It'll return in some form or fashion, whether it is in a dream or really other people from your past show up or something like that. Or some memory is triggered from your childhood or your past, and you just completely forgot about it, or you thought you were over it and things like that. So, yeah, you're going to find the 12th house is like the house of loss as well. Loss and ending, spirituality. So you are going to find that you might lose some part of yourself, or something could be a part of your relationship, or you could lose a part of yourself, who you are at the core, inner self. You might even find yourself really victimizing more than usual. This 12th house is Pisces, so if you have Pisces placements, you might also find like this is really how you're feeling. You might find that you're just not feeling as grounded as you normally would. You're kind of having like this victim mentality, like, why does this always happen to me? Like, what's wrong with me, and stuff like that. So be careful not to get lost in that. But mainly the thing is like the past returning to be healed, and you might feel a little bit lost in regards to yourself. So kind of like Gemini rising, how they have like a loss of self. You might feel that loss of self too, or a loss of some kind if you have Cancer rising. All right, so Cancer rising, Venus transiting here, Nine of Wands in reverse, and Knight of Swords. So Nine of Wands in reverse, you are definitely going to be kind of feeling like you got a chip on your shoulder. Like, you might get resentful of the things that you've gone through thus far. That's kind of where this victim mentality is coming from. Nine of Wands in reverse, you're just kind of angry at the world type of energy. But, you might not really